Ooh, it's going to be warm out there. Hi guys, back again. Sorry, mentioned in the last video that we had some surprise or some exciting news coming up for the summer on the channel. Can't actually share that with you yet. I apologize for putting that little tidbit in the previous video, that cliffhanger, I guess. But coming up very soon, I'll have some exciting news for the upcoming changes that are happening around here, and we'll make some great YouTube content as going forward. So stay tuned for future videos, and like I said, it's exciting news for us, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thanks. Well guys, today's the day. It's been a beautiful day, and the sun is out. It's warm, very warm, 16, 17 degrees, and today we get to tackle the greenhouse. It's after all winter, it's been a bit of a mess, and as you can see, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Just check the thermometer. I have a thermometer in the house. The transmitter is out here, and it's 32 degrees in here, and it is warm. Oh, it's warm. That's good. That's what you want in a greenhouse, but yeah, it's a mess. So we get started, get this cleaned up, get all the soil out of the pots. These are the cloth pots that I use for my vegetables. I had tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers in here last year. Not sure exactly what I'm putting in here yet. I get some tomatoes for sure, and we'll see how it goes. But the first thing to do is clean up the mess. So stay tuned. We're getting there, guys. It's like I said, it's a dirty process. Got about half done, so we'll continue. What I'm doing is I'm emptying all the bags basically to the wheelbarrow, and then over on the side I have a tarp on the ground where I'll just pile up the soil for now, and as I'm ready to fill up the bags again with whatever plants I'm going to grow, I'll add fertilizer and some compost with it, and we'll go from there. So continuing to clean it up. Once I get all these emptied out now, I'll give this a good cleaning out. Got some stuff in here that's messed up, so we'll get all that tidied away. Be good as new when I'm finished. So stay tuned. So folks, got it cleaned out. And you can see here I have a irrigation system. Actually, I got two types of irrigation systems here. I had a sprayer system. You see running along the top of the windows there. That's the first system I and I condemned that afterwards. I didn't like that one at all. And then I went with a more simpler method. I bought these leaker hoses, and I basically laid them across the top of my pots and just used just drip down and water the pots daily. The system was hooked up to a timer that goes on here. There's actually, I don't have the timer here now, but there's a timer box that goes on there. Connected to my water hose, which runs back to the house. And you set the timer up to water every morning for a duration, daily, whatever you want to set it up to. So that worked well last year, so I'm going to go with that again this year. I will take down that top irrigation system in a few minutes. Just get it out of the way. I don't need that. I didn't like it. And so on. And what you notice here, guys, is I got these trays built up, or benches, whatever. And because I'm using these cloth bags here, you see them, they soak up water and they retain water very well. Keeps your plants moist. So what I did is I coated the benches and created little bathtubs, I guess, more so than anything else, so that the cloth bags sit down into the plastic and keeps the bags moist, so your plants never dry out. And that, in combination with the watering system, makes irrigation quite easy in here in the greenhouse. So that's what I got. Now we're going to get this cleaned up here now. You know, all this mess here and all the junk, not junk, I guess, it's just stuff that I use, but it's very untidy at the moment, so we will clean all that up and get it ready for planting. What I've done here is the soil that I've taken out of the bags I will reuse, and I'm just storing it out here for now, but basically I'm going to put it over here in this pile, and as I use it, I'll add fertilizers and compost and everything else to it as I plant my plants. So that's my gardening process in a nutshell. Maybe different than what others do, and I know that it works for me. I got some tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers last year, and it was all great. Hope to do similar things this year. Might have some new plants this year. We'll see. Anyway, get back at it now and get this cleaned up. Talk to you later. Well, guys, it's coming together. We're getting there. I got the mess cleaned up anyway. A little bit of an organization back in here. Again, as we get later on in this next month, we'll get a few plants in here. Got pots and starter pots all up there, and actually these shelves up here is where I usually start some of the plants. Seedlings for my zucchini and stuff. And I use these paper cups, or solo cups. So I usually use for them. Just drill a hole in the bottom of them, like so. Put them on the plastic, and like I said, the water stays there. Don't have to worry about watering them. It's great for starters. So when the zucchini start, I'll transplant them out in the garden, and we'll go from there. So like I said, greenhouse is, I will say, 90% ready. Not 100% ready because I haven't got my irrigation system in there, and it's a bit too early yet to plant anything for my liking anyway. So, although I might start with a bit of lettuce. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, I will start with a bit of lettuce. Lettuce is pretty hardy. Start it in here. So, okay, folks, we're gonna do the first plantings in the greenhouse for 2022. What we have on the menu today, we're gonna put in some oregano. The wife wants some oregano. Some bok choy. This is something new for me. I've never grown bok choy before. It says it's a cold weather vegetable, so we'll give it a try. Start here in the greenhouse. Of course, some romaine lettuce. I love romaine lettuce. And a little bit of spinach. I have other seeds here too. Carrots and such, but I'm not going to pick that. All that stuff will go out in the garden when the weather warms up a bit. Cucumbers, a few pumpkins. Again, more bok choy, cucumbers, more lettuce, zucchinis. Of course, they'll all start here in the greenhouse, but yellow zucchini end up outside, but too early for those yet. So we're going to give this a try. Again, the oregano, a bit of bok choy, and some lettuce and spinach. So stay tuned. We just get this set up here now and get growing for 2022. First we'll go on with a couple rolls of spinach. What I like to do, guys, is basically make a little indentation in the soil. You only need about a ½ inch for spinach. And space your seeds out nice and even. Don't get too crowded on the spinach. About 1 inch apart. I'm going to do a couple rolls here. Of course, not all will come to fruition, but we'll give that many a go. And I've already put some fertilizer and mulch in the bottom of this, guys. Mix it up outside. So we just add some water to this when we're finished. So let's get a couple, 3 rolls of spinach here. Love fresh spinach. Great for salads. Good for anything, actually. I just like spinach in general. So we'll just spread these out nice and even. And give them covered over there now. Now 1 more roll of spinach. And I'll just give you a look here now at a close look at what I'm doing. So just spacing them out nice and even. Sometimes you get a couple going in together. That's not a big deal. Gets a little clumpy. And just spread it over, cover it in, pat it down. And we'll go with that. So that's 3 rolls of spinach. Next we'll put in a bit of lettuce, like this. And we'll just do it that way. I've done it many years before. Not bok choy, but I've put all my seeds in by hand before, so stuff seems to grow. So that's all I want. So now we'll just give this a pat down. Oh, and the oregano, of course. Don't forget the wife's oregano. She wants this to go in. She wants this in there in a pot. I said, okay. I guess it'll eventually go in the house for. Oh man, these are very tiny seeds. Oh, you get out. Look at that. That is tiny. I've definitely never planted these before. So let's just tell you what. Take a bit of soil out of that, and I'll just broadcast it over the top. Oh man, that is very tiny. And I'll put that back over the top again, just like that. The problem with watering this is it's going to float up on you. Well, Let's see. Okay. So I've got some water. Filled up my watering cans. Like I said, this is going to be probably a bit difficult to start off, so I'll let that sit. Probably should have moistened the soil first. I've seen people do that too. I never thought of that one, but nonetheless, we have what we have here now. We'll see what we get. I always keep my seeds in a plastic bag. I think it makes it a little bit, keep them a bit fresher or whatever. Now we'll just put some water on all this. Let's see how well we can do this. And again, I'm not worried about wasting the water, guys, because like I said, I got the plastic underneath. This tray has drains in it, so I expect it to get water to drain out of the tray. Oops, forgot the paper with that. So yeah, this tray will drain into the plastic basin I built here on the bench. So that's how it goes. I think that's all right now for the seed. The seed is on top. I'll water it again tomorrow, next day. Just moisten it down right now, just to make sure that it is dampened. Anyway, a lot of people just use a spray bottle and dampen their seeds start off, but maybe I've ruined them here. But like I said, that's what I've done every other year, and they grow, so works for me. All right, so first crop of 2022 is now in place. All we need now is sunshine and some warmer temperatures, and hopefully we'll have a bit of crop growing. I'll catch up with you guys and update you later on as stuff starts to grow. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next video.